All right, this is week number 6 of the cut. It's been going pretty well. I want to try to film this before the power gets shut off again. Obviously, it's been doing that throughout the day. So the power outage I've been having around the area. But nevertheless, I still want to film this, right? So with the 6 weeks, this is a month and 2 weeks in the cut. I'm at like 187. Um, I'm trending down to a size 30 in pants, um, and which is some pants I can wear 32 and some pants I can wear a 30. And that's really good. I still weigh pretty, like I said, 187. And, you know, my goal is to probably get down to like 180, maybe 178. Um, because the structure of my body is good and proportion wise is really good as well. Um, I'll look bigger than what I did at 188. And that's just how muscle is, right? So just very important that you stay focused on your cut whenever you ever decide to do, whether you're losing weight, whichever way you're trying to go, right? You want to make sure that you're doing it safely. That's why I'm doing it really slow. I'm cutting about 500 calories off of my total daily expenditure that I have, which is a TED, TDEE, totally daily energy expenditure thing. You can calculate that up. It's usually 14 or 15 times whatever your weight is. So you can figure that out. But also, it's been going really well. And there has been some times where the scale has went up. And I say went up, I mean like by half a pound or a pound. And it's only because of some of the foods I was eating on days I was carb cycling, eating before I would work out. It was put slight water in me retention, and then that would actually drop right back out. So don't get discouraged by that. If you do see that in your fitness journey, it's not a real fat. Fat takes 3,500 calories for you to actually gain that, and it has to be consistently. And I've been consistent with the workouts and stuff I've been doing, so I know it's not that. There's a swoosh effect that comes in, and you may go from may drop 4 or 5 pounds just like that overnight. And this is because of all the water retention is actually finally flushing out, and you'll see that. In the process of all of this, right, I actually got another certification, my nutrition, on the ISSA website, and that it's a very, very well-known site you can get it on. And I'll show at the bottom down here, I'll show the different certificates that I currently have now. Not only just a personal trainer, strength and conditioning coach, and also a nutrition coach as well. So you want to lock in with your boy, lock in with me. It's not just I just know about training, but I know about nutrition as well. And that's a very, very, very important part of your journey when you're trying to lose weight is the nutrition part. Because you can be lifting weight and doing all this stuff, but if you're not eating right, and your diet's not right, you ain't gonna look the way you want to, because when you're in a calorie deficit, it's actually taking the fat to replace what you would have eaten in that calorie deficit, if that makes sense. So in those days when you're eating high carbs, the glycogen level is higher with the salt intakes, which when your body has more salt in it, it wants to retain water. And that's normal, right? So that's why the fat loss can be covered up because of that. And hey, it could be discouraging, but you got to know that you didn't gain that much weight overnight like that. You don't gain it like that. It takes time. And just like this process, it takes time as well. So, but yeah, things have been going really good. I can start to notice that more people I'm not invisible in the room anymore, right? People are starting to notice me. Shirts fit different. Pima cotton works really good for me. It sits on my shoulders very well. It's a structured type of cotton. It's soft and it lays very well with the shoulders. So if your shoulders are wide and you got that V-taper going, I prefer that type of cotton versus all these polyester blends, all that stuff. It doesn't sit well. Those boxy shirts, no, for a guy that's athletic build with muscle, We need those types of shirts, um, because they just fit very well for you. The stretchable shirts that's fitted athletic wise, and even with the pants too. Um, I used to get those shirts when I wasn't as athletic, and I would think that it would make me look athletic. It's not. If you don't have muscles, you're not gonna look that way. And, because this is for athletes, for people who train on a constant basis. That's why consistency is something you must have in order on this journey, right? So, things have been going pretty well, like I said. It's all a mind thing, right? When you're training, you thinking you don't see the results because you see yourself every day and you can't see the changes in your body, but somebody else can. It changes are very subtle and gradual. They come over time, so they stack up. So you may look in the mirror and see, oh wow, I made so much big of a change. It takes time though, and that can be discouraging in itself. But just know that as long as you're working out 3 to 4 times a week and you staying consistent with your nutrition. I don't want to say diet because the diet is only temporary. You need to be a lifestyle. You will see the results, whether you don't see them 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks down the line. You will see them at some point, and when you do see them, it'll usually be a drastic change in what you thought your perception was of yourself. Because remember, you see yourself every day, and it kind of like just smooths out. Someone else that haven't seen you, like I said, the light, like I told you about the light thing, right? Someone that hasn't seen you will actually see you in a way where, um, how can I say this? It will be more evident to them because they haven't seen you every day like that. So that's why I say, keep track of your photos and stuff that you do so that you can see these types of things, right? So I just wanted to do this. I knew the power would go out because it obviously having an outage, it keeps going on and off and stuff like that. So I wanted to do this video. My phone is charging enough for to do it. And yeah, you could definitely see some of the changes that are happening in my face, my arms. Um, the veins are just popping up more and more and more. And I weigh a lot less, but look a lot bigger because the structure is being revealed. What I've been working on for the past 2.5 years is finally showing. And that's what you work for, right? That's why people say you can't cheat when you're working out. Because if you do, when it's time to reveal it, you won't see nothing. So when people see you in shape, they know you're putting the work because it takes time to look like this, you know? So until next time, we'll be week number 6 where we'll talk about some more things I've been dealing with and going over that. Week 7. That's what I mean, week 7. It's a light theme and the power and stuff been tripping, but nevertheless, though, until next time, I'll see you again. All right, peace.